Hey, I'm fired up. How you guys doing? Freddie here. Excited to come on tonight. Hopefully I share some words of inspiration for those that are trying to advance in their network marketing business. Whether you choose to run with me, whether you're doing something, whether you're going to do something, or you just want to figure out why things have not worked out. You know, every day I'm going to try to come on and share something in English and Spanish, because obviously I do the bilingual thing. But I'm excited. A lot of you guys have been following me and know that I have re-immersed myself in network marketing after a long time. And literally what's going on right now, I have not experienced in many years. I want to say at least over 7 years. And honestly, having the engagement that I have, tapping the different markets and whatnot. And I firmly believe, based on everything that I envision and what I believe I have my hands on, that'll be my biggest run in my career of 25 years. And I've had some massive runs of almost 100,000 people. So with that said, if you haven't heard about these skinny drops, you should ask me about it. But anyhow, I'm not here to talk about the skinny drops, even though I talk about the skinny drops all day pretty much right now. I really want to share with you guys why people fail. And I want to relate it to not just what I've learned through the years, what I've experienced myself, what I've been guilty of, why I am not guilty of it right now, and why after a leadership call that I was on tonight, that two of my top leaders, two people that came as a result of my copy and paste system that I learned and I immersed myself in, and you guys are seeing on a constant basis on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, or whatever, my social media platforms, if you're following me, they like me, having been in the industry for at least 2 decades, both having built large teams, earning multiple 6 figures, and I don't know exactly how much they topped that at. I've earned multiple 7 figures through the years. So we all have done a lot, right? We've learned, we failed, whatever. But one of the things that I've noticed, because I'm having a lot of success right now, I've enrolled a lot of people utilizing the system. I came in, with all this wealth of knowledge. I've consulted some large direct sales companies. I've done a lot. I can recruit, I can present, I can create a presentation, I can create systems, I can do a lot of things. But I came with a teachable spirit. Number one, obviously, I was attracted by what I saw, right? And I caught the vision of what was possible, right? And but there was a system in place. That was the reason why I was, number one, lured, number 2, excited about the possibilities, right? And so I came in and I basically paused everything I knew, and I literally have followed step by step. I was teachable and coachable. I followed step by step a system, and hence I'm having a lot of success. And hence, because I do it and I consistently do it, the people that come and join me are doing it and consistently doing it. And obviously not everyone. That's probably why they fail, and one of the reasons I'm doing this video. But the ones that are doing it, they're having a lot of success, and I have no doubt in 3-6 months are going to have some incredible checks, probably bigger than what I've personally ever had, not to mention what's possible, right? So I share that with you because the topic of my video today is why people fail. And I had this aha moment, this breakthrough, as I'm listening to these 2 leaders that are part, that have joined me. They're separate lines, of my team, but they both, on top of being the ones that are producing the most at this moment and leading by example, whatever, they both embraced what I embraced. They basically said, okay, yes, I've done well. I have all these accolades. I can create things. I can do stuff. My ways worked in the past. They said, okay, that's true, but let me adapt. Let me do what they're doing, right? I mean, not to mention they came in the way that we teach. So, by example, they have no other point of reference. I didn't bring them in a different way. They actually reached out to me as a result of our process, right? But I share this with you because, they're on this call talking about, why they're part of the team, why they're having success, and how that has transferred. And then, my mind starts thinking about all the people with so much potential in my team right now, probably more than them and probably more than me combined, but they ain't doing crap. And they complain and they this and they that and oh my God, and I can't, and this and this, and I have this idea and that idea, but they do nothing. And so, I firmly believe the reason people fail, and I'm specifically talking about network marketing, is number one, they don't follow instructions. They just don't. You've got somebody killing it, making a lot of money, showing you examples of not just the way they're doing it, but they help so many people do it, and you have to think about it. You have your own way, right? You're broke, you're dying, you have no money, you have this, you have all this drama and issue in your life, but you can't follow a system that works. And right in front of your face, people are doing it. You've been in a month, and people came in last week, and they're doing better than you've done the whole month times 10, right? Because they're just following what you were told to do, and you refuse to do it. So I think if you ever want to have success and not fail, you got to be teachable. You got to follow the instructions. And if you follow those instructions, you got to be consistent with it. For example, there's a reason why there are team trainings and team calls. So as these two leaders that I respect and admire so much that have joined my team and are crushing it, and nothing will make me happier than to see them freaking break multiple 6, 7 figures, and more importantly, duplicate that in the organization, do some crazy things. As that, I'm proud of them, and I'm excited, and I'm watching and all that stuff. As that's occurring, I happen to look through the list to see who's on, this call that was promoted, that I think has so many nuggets, not just from them, but also my mentor, my partner, and one of his leaders. And I'm looking through the list of people because it's one of these Zooms that you can see people's names, and none of these people that complain, they haven't done anything, they say, oh my God, it's not working for me or whatever, are on the freaking Zoom. So how do you expect to have success if A, you're not following instructions, if B, we're doing calls and Zooms to help support you, to empower you, to inspire you, to motivate you, to direct you, to redirect you, to share with you guys other stories so you hear from a different person and maybe their story. If you're not on the call, how are you going to have success? You're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're going to fail. Because if I've been in this industry for 25 years and I've made a fortune, right? I've impacted a lot of people, and I'm still with a journal taking notes in 2024, right? If I'm still doing that today, with all my wealth of knowledge, all stuff, like if I knew nothing, if I still get inspired when I hear somebody share something, and maybe I've heard it before, but now it hits me, right? How are you the person that that's not having that success, that can't seem to figure it out? How are you skipping that call, skipping that Zoom, what's wrong with you? What are you thinking? I firmly believe there's 2 ways you inspire people. Or wait. There's 2 ways people are going to do whatever you're doing. They're either going to do it from the beginning because they're inspired, because something drives them, something moves them, and has nothing to do with you or me. They're just driven, and they're just looking for a vehicle, and they're going to go. And this is where most people fall, unfortunately, but never really get inspired by it. The other way people will get inspired and engage is they like the product, they like the company, they like what's going on, but because you don't have anything going yet, they're just sticking around. But as you move in spite of them and make it happen over and over and over and over again. Why? Because you're following instructions, you're teachable and coachable. B, you're persistent and you're consistent, right? You're showing up to the calls, you're doing everything, you're following the plan, and you're getting results. As you do that and your team does that, those people that you have with a lot of potential, but that, are having some challenging moments or character building moments and are in frozen momentum, right? They're not moving or doing anything. Those people, if there's a chance, fear of loss will inspire them and motivate them. And unfortunately, fear of loss is a greater motivator than their inspiration, their motivation, their drive, their hunger, or whatnot. Now, I came in, for example, right now, I'm 50 years old, and I've had a lot of success, but I've also made some bad decisions, right? And things haven't gone well. But I've gotten to a point in my life where mentally I am ready for the biggest run of my life. And I know what that looks like. I know what it entails. And I know that when I have it in my hands, I'm just running, right? And so I share that with you because I think that I'm on number one, right? I'm on full out, I'm hungry, right? I found the opportunity, I got the opportunity, it's got the components I need to make it happen, and I'm out there. I'm building online, offline, English and Spanish. If I have to speak Japanese or whatever it is, I'm doing it, right? And so that's me. That's also these two individuals I can tell you that were on the call tonight. They're doing it in spite of me. They see it, they get it, they're running, they're going, right? But other people, they, if they're gonna have a chance, they're gonna have to either have some self-motivation, something's gotta light them up, right? Something's gotta make them say, okay, there's a line in the sand. At this moment, I'm going forward, or fear loss. Meaning someone that they know, a peer group person, comes in and just kills it and calls them or sees them and says, hey, how's it going for you? And they're like embarrassed to tell them, so they don't answer the phone and they get to work, right? Or, they just see you moving in spite of them and they keep going. So I know it's kind of a rant, and maybe there's other reasons why people fail, but for the most part, if you're persistent and consistent, following a system, plugged in, and you're engaged, you're working with your support team. By the way, your support team always wants to help you, but you've got to be freaking moving forward. You can't, dogs don't bark at parked cars, right? I mean, you got to move, right? I think there's, what's this, and this is the analogy I was really looking for. It wouldn't pop up in my head, but I think it's Chris Rock. There's a meme that goes around that says, my car broke down, my car would break down and nobody would help me. And one day it broke down and I started pushing the car, other people started joining me to push, right? And the message of that meme basically is that, if you do something about what you're doing, what your situation is, about what your goals are, if you move forward and you take action towards what you want, people are going to join you. People are going to support you. But if you just sit there and do nothing, if you just sit there and complain, if you just sit there and say whatever it is, whatever that is, who the hell wants to work with you, right? In general, just think about that, And when I say I'm not pointing at anybody specifically, I mean I'm literally talking to myself. If I do that, who the hell wants to work with me, right? People want to work with people that are moving, right? If you see somebody putting forth an effort, man, you want to guide them. You want to, give them some tips. You want to, steer them in the right direction. You want to go run with them, right? And so, anyhow, my main thing is, I think that, if you want to achieve something in life, number one, you got to move forward. You got to take some action. You got to do something. Number two, if you are going to do something and there's a game plan in place and a proven game plan, people are winning, then maybe learn it, apply it, and you're not going to be perfect. But repetition is a mother of skill, right? If you have a mentor and a coach, and you have a peer group of people that are doing it and succeeding, as you move forward, whatever you're off, you're going to start picking up clues. They're going to start telling you things. If you listen to these calls and these Zooms, they're going to tell you exactly what to do, right? And as a result, you're going to, be steered in the right direction, and you're going to start having the results that you're looking for, right? And so, anyhow, I firmly believe, 2024 is a setup for the best year in all our lives if we choose to, which is 2025. Right now, like I said, I finally found the vehicle with all the components that I believe I needed to do the biggest run out of my life. We have a system that stops the scroll, that people just copy and paste twice a day, and it's generating crazy daily pay for people. And so for those people that are following it, for those people that are doing it, they're having success, and it's exciting, right? Who doesn't want to have a team that's in victory, right? Especially if they're doing something as a result of you, right? And so anyhow, I don't know where you find yourself today, but if you're looking for a mentor, if you're looking to do something new, something different, if you're looking to make an impact, if you're looking to improve your health, lose weight, feel great, reach out to me. I look forward to empowering and inspiring you every day, like I do, whether it's in English or Spanish, whether it's doing my Superman burpees that you guys see and go, what the hell is this 50-year-old guy doing? I hope that something that I share with you guys inspires you to be, do, and have whatever it is you want in life, because I firmly believe it's all possible. You have to believe it's possible. Number one. Number two, you got to go for it, because nothing happens unless you do in life. Nothing. You've got to make a move if you want to start that movement. Take care. God bless. Fred Sir from Miami, Florida. Peace out. See ya.